United Nations Global Education Fund supports children returning to school in northern Ethiopia. Education Cannot Wait, or ECW, has invested an additional $2 million to help over 20,000 children and adolescents from refugee, displaced, and host communities in Afar, Amhara, and Tigray to return to school after an absence due to the pandemic and conflict in the regions. This investment will be used to rebuild classrooms and latrines to provide better access to safe and gender-sensitive places to learn. Cash transfers will also be made to families whose children are returning to school. More teachers and school administrators will be hired and trained, and learning materials will be provided. This latest donation brings the total amount ECW has invested in Ethiopia to more than $30 million. Our gratitude. Education cannot wait for your contribution to the schooling of the gentle youngsters of northern Ethiopia. May these children always be surrounded by peace so they can enjoy their right to learn in heaven's protection.
Number of forcibly displaced people reaches record 100 million globally. A recent report by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees has revealed that there are now 100 million people worldwide who have had to move to another location due to violence, war, persecution, or human rights violations. By the end of last year, there were 90 million individuals who had been displaced in countries such as Afghanistan, Burkina Faso, Myanmar, and others. The war in Ukraine has made the situation even worse. The 100 million affected represent over 1.2% of the world's population. Such heartbreaking news, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, on the number of people on the planet who have been relocated due to war and violence. In the blessings of the providence, may humanity soon switch to the vegan diet to ensure the energy of peace emanates from all of us as we stop killing animal people and love all beings.
Scientists determine global undersea cables could be used to detect earthquakes. A team of researchers from Europe recently performed tests and discovered that the large network of subsea internet cables could be used to pinpoint earthquakes and tsunamis, as well as changes to ocean currents due to climate change. At this time, most of the seismic detectors are based on land, as placing them on the ocean floor would be very difficult and too costly. However, by monitoring the speed of light through sections of cable between different signal repeaters, scientists could determine if tremors or quakes have occurred and identify their location more accurately. Kudos European researchers for developing a technique that could help monitor our seismically active planet. In Celestial Insight, may your discoveries soon be put into practice as we lovingly protect one another while returning to the pure vegan way.
World's longest glass bottom bridge opens in Olac, also known as Vietnam. Bac Long, meaning white dragon in Aulasis or Vietnamese, was recently certified by Guinness World Records as the longest glass bottom bridge. It connects two mountain peaks in a rural region of Song-la-Provence. The marvel measures 632 meters in length, is suspended around 150 meters above a gorge, and can hold up to 450 people at one time. This structure allows visitors to enjoy the majestic scenery of the region, while connecting them to a popular resort in the mountain. It is hoped that Bac Long, which was built through a partnership between local tourism authorities and a French construction company, will help to increase the number of sightseers to the region. Way to go, Olac or Vietnam, on your impressive feat of engineering. In the grace of the Buddha, may your kind-hearted citizens enjoy blissful meditation and good health as we move forward together in peace and prosperity.
Caring citizens stop rolling car to aid driver suffering medical episode. Lori Rabier from Florida, United States, suddenly collapsed behind the wheel driving home from work. Ms. Rabier's co-worker, Jeanette Rivera, happened to notice her friend's car drifting across the busy intersection. Risking her life, she quickly ran alongside her colleague's vehicle while waving for help. Several passersby, including Juan Chavez Jr. and Marco Bartolone, sprang into action to stop the car. They were then able to smash a window to put it in park, thus allowing the vehicle to be pushed into a nearby parking lot. A nurse at the scene looked after the victim until the fire department arrived. After she recovered, Miss Rabier reunited with those who saved her life and personally thanked them. The Boynton Beach Police Department also honored them for their heroic deeds. We are glad you are safe, Laurie Rabier. A bow and congratulations, Good Samaritans. You've demonstrated great community spirit when someone is in need in God's compassion.
French company expands vegan meal manufacturing capacity. The plant-based food firm Ecoton recently announced it will invest 20 million euros into expanding its vegan beverage production facilities. The funds will be used for its plant in the northern Italian town of Badia Polesine, due to that site being in close proximity to the organic raw food grown for use in manufacturing its products. The brand currently relies on 4,500 hectares of organic cultivation in Italy to make its nutritious offerings. The investment will add 30% or 27 million liters annually to Ecotank's production capacity of plant-based beverages. The amount of automation and green energy utilized at the plant will increase, and plastic use and CO2 emissions will be reduced. Great news, Ecoton, on the expansion of your vegan milk business. In the love of the divine, may plant-based milks soon become the only kind of milks that humans drink, as we leave our animal people coinhabitants in peace.
Hero dog person's box helps searchers locate missing lady. Sherry Napi from Katy, Texas, USA, who has recently been diagnosed with dementia, disappeared while walking Max, her 3-year-old black Labrador dog person companion, in the heavily wooded George Bush Park. Sherry's children helped organize a massive search for their mother through social media. Fortunately, after 3 days, Sherry was found safe in the park with Max at her side after the loyal canine person's barking alerted the searchers to their location in thick brush at about 3 a.m. Following an examination at the hospital, Sherry was able to go home in time to celebrate Mother's Day. Max, who was tracked by a veterinarian, joined his grateful family as a hero. What a happy ending. Thank you, all parties involved, especially caring and intelligent Max, for your life-saving companionship. May we cherish our animal friends as they are truly our helpers, as God intended in heaven's abiding care.